Hi, I'm Raina Lene of Raina Lene Wellness, your muscle testing advisor, life coach, and wellness practitioner. So excited. I'm going to talk specifically to, in human design speak, projectors. I'm a projector and I'm speaking to fellow projectors all about why muscle testing, this guy, whatever other type of muscle testing you like. I'm going to speak all about why muscle testing is so excellent for projectors, specifically to help navigate all sorts of stuff. I have been using muscle testing now for a couple years, even before I found out about human design and the gene keys and what a projector is, and how all the different human design types all fit together. I've been using muscle testing for a while now, every day, fairly obsessively, and I've had to parrot pack. But I've definitely used muscle testing now while knowing that I'm a projector to know specifically certain things that are so imperative for projectors to know of. So I'm excited to share 4 different tips with you now that will help you understand why muscle testing is so key for projectors to use. We live in a world right now that is built for energy types. So when we get caught up in the go, the 9 to 5, the rat race, so to speak, I don't like calling it that, but people know what I mean. We can get burnt out. You know, that's like the MO of the projector. You get burnt out and you get bitter. So how we're going to move away from that is understanding that we have to decondition ourselves from what we're not meant to be and here to do, and we have to recondition ourselves. So what muscle testing is just so amazing at is helping you understand what your deconditioning path really is, because depending on all sorts of other things, depending on your human design chart and your gene keys, if you're using that as well, it'll look a little bit different depending on what energy centers you have open or defined. You know, all sorts of different things play into it. So a deconditioning program for one projector might be a little bit different from another one. And it also helps you to understand how to recondition yourself, really understand how to slow down. You know, a great example is if you are still working a 9 to 5 job, or you know, you're working full time and you're looking to move out of that, but say you're still in that. There's a big chance that you have, you know, on the weekends, there's people that want to go do stuff, you know, your family and friends, they want to go do stuff with you on the weekends. And it's so very possible that you actually need more downtime. And muscle testing can really help you hone in on when you need to rest and when it's okay for you to go. And yeah, it just really helps you understand what's right for you, making those aligned choices. So number 2, one of my favorite things about muscle testing is the diet. Your diet is so important as a projector. I mean, diet is important for everyone, of course, but because we're in this energy type based world, we have to, it's part of reconditioning, but you know, understanding what diet is good for you as a projector is so important. And one of my fellow favorite projectors, also on YouTube, Charlie McGinnis, if you end up watching this, Charlie, get into muscle testing, dude. It's gonna change your life. So with diet, it's really important to know clearly what you need not to eat or what you need to avoid. I just saw a squirrel in the background. Did you see that? And it's also incredibly important to know what do you need to eat. You can really go long haul with it and say, okay, well, how much do I need to eat, the quantity, what time do I need to eat? You can get very specific muscle testing each of those things with your diet, but if that's you, go for it. But if not, it just helps you understand what exactly you do need to eat. And for those of you who are, you know, in a family or have a significant other or any combination thereof where not everyone's a projector, you're going to need slightly different foods or drastically different foods depending on your sensitivities. So my son is a generator, a pure generator. So when I wake up in the morning to get breakfast started, I make us different things. I have to. And it just suits us better to know those things. And you know, I don't ever have to guess. You never ever have to guess with your food ever again. And a lot of people that don't know about muscle testing, you go through this huge period of trial and error with trying certain foods and needing to test it out, and it can just be so long, and it's just way more efficient. I tell you, I swear, it is way more efficient to use muscle testing as a projector to do this, because it's going to help you in so many other things, which we'll get into. But with your diet, see, she saw the squirrel. My dog saw the squirrel. So it's just going to help you understand what to avoid and then what to eat, you know, for yourself and for your loved ones. So diet is just so important. And then one other really cool thing about the diet is when you actually go to the grocery store to go shopping, you can actually pick out exactly which foods are going to help you in that moment, because, you know, at the grocery store there's tens of thousands of products there. How in the heck are you supposed to, like, your intuition has to be so fine-tuned to differentiate between the thousands and thousands and thousands of different energy fields of all the different products in there to decipher which one is really good for you. At least, I don't know, that just seems overwhelming to me. So with muscle testing, you don't have to guess. You know, you can hold a product in front of you, or with, you know, in your hands, and do the sway test, which is one of the easiest ways to know, is this the wisest thing for me to use or eat right now? Yes or no? And it's just so efficient and practical, and it's wonderful. It's really quite wonderful. So, number 3, getting in touch with your guides, getting in touch with your inner guidance system, aka your guides, because they're really actually one. So, you know, muscle testing can be not as precise if you're asking questions. The questions that you're asking are really like the art of it, is you have to ask the right questions. And your questioning and your intention behind your questions are going to be skewed if you're not in touch with your higher self. So it's really quite important for you to make a daily practice of using muscle testing to get in touch with your guides. And muscle testing can actually, you can decipher the names of your guides, so you can actually call them by name. So, and it's also important to distinguish that even though we're calling on our guides, they're actually not separate from us. They're not separate from us. They are a part of us. They are within us and without us. They're everywhere, as are we. We're multi-dimensional beings, as are they. It just makes it a little bit easier to call on them when you know their names, and you can actually develop a really intimate relationship with each of them, and that's a lot of fun as well. So I can't say how important it is for projectors to follow their inner guidance system. The 4th point, which is navigating integral human design and stepping into your role as an advisor. So when you are using human design and you're using the gene keys, one or the other, or both, I prefer both, I think they're wonderful together. Muscle testing is really wonderful for helping you pinpoint where you need to focus, whether it's for yourself or for someone else. And it really pares down exactly the things that you need to read, so the things that you need to research or to look up. Super practical. It's really quite nice. So that way, instead of having to skim through an entire chapter, you can actually get to the paragraph or possibly the sentence or the phrase that you need to contemplate in order to get that transformation. So, you know, and of course when you're helping other people, it's so cool when you're able to say, okay, this is the gate that's active right now, or this center is really, you know, because of the definition here, we're going to focus right here because of what's going on in your life, you know, or maybe a pathway is being activated or multiple pathways are activated, and you can decipher that. But when it comes to researching and then contemplating, the specificity is really where muscle testing plays an integral part. So I cannot express enough how helpful muscle testing has been for me for navigating my role as an advisor, and as it will continue to do so, because it's just fine-tuning your intuition. But because of the variety of information that we have in front of us these days, muscle testing is just like, for me, it's a no-brainer. It really is. The first one is deconditioning and reconditioning. Number 2, diet. Number 3, getting in touch with your inner guidance system. And number 4, integral human design and navigating your role as an advisor. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll be putting out more videos specifically for projectors and about muscle testing soon. So please subscribe to my channel if you're interested in that, and you can also click the link in the description to find me on Facebook and get a hold of me. I do work one-on-one with people for muscle testing and healing and all sorts of really amazing things. So thank you so much for being. I'll see you soon. Namaste.